Well, welcome back, everyone. It's been a historic week in markets as I record this video into the end of the market week, coming up against all-time highs and making new all-time highs in Friday's trade. We've seen the primary market, the S&P E-minis, move through this long-term uptrend trend channel and get into the uppermost quadrant. It maintains in that area. It's been really a story of the NASDAQ, but let's zoom in on the ES. Up on the day so far, about 2/3 of a percent, 0.7 of a percent. It's slightly off the highs. We're in an uptrend channel that's a shorter term from the 30th of April, a little stretched. Downside action would be expected after tagging the top of the channel around the 74.50 area, and a pullback that could take us down into the lower 7300s would not be off base. However, it has not started as of yet, and we do have a story of the NASDAQ driving the move. It too is in that long-term uptrend channel, but in fact, it's above the top of that channel. So it's gone a little over the tips of its skis, if you will, but has not shown a sign of relenting. So if we take a look at that long-term channel right over there, we're above the top of it. And the value of the top of that channel is sitting all the way down pretty much at the lows of Friday's session in the 28,000 lower 500s. And of course, a massive move, 2% up on the day. Mag 7 stocks driven in particular. Now, on the way up, there have been lots of opportunities. On the way down on an intraday basis, there have been lots of opportunities. I want to show you what the technical picture looks like on a daily candlestick chart basis. The S&P E-minis, the primary markets, in a buy signal state with a triple S indicator. On a 4-hour charts in a buy signal state. On a 1-hour charts in a buy signal state, but below the speed lines. So we still have room to grow. However, we're very overcooked, especially on that 1-hour time frame. And we've started to see some slips form in the market, as you can see over here. Now, one of the patterns that I've shared with you in videos just like these, and I've taken advantage of several times today, is called pre-trade conditioning, where you have at least 3 triple S signals, down triangle, up triangle, down, up, down, separated by no more than 6 bars in between each signal. And if we're left with a down, we want to see price action below Rob's MSR channel, and we want to see price action with the double red dots above the price bars. So somewhere in and around the 74.23 was a shortable moment that resulted in a pullback all the way down to 74.07. So 74.23 to 74.07, not a bad haul for those who are looking at playing the downside action in an overbought day where we're seeing fraying at the edges. I did exactly that in the pre-market action and during the market morning, taking advantage of this pre-trade conditioning setup, and traded both the NASDAQ and the S&P, and was able to gross so far on the day about just over $6,300, $6,150 in one account and just under $200 in another account, of course trading the accounts separately. Now, past performance is no indication of future success, and we still got another hour to trade, and I'm going to be trading right through it, but I wanted to give you a little sense of how high probability patterns can really give us an edge in markets that have gone into uncharted territory. Where do I think this market is going as we move through the next several days? Well, the trend is still our friend until the bend in the end. We could see the S&P E-minis come up and tag this very short-term channel high in the mid 7400s and then suffer a small pullback to the center or bottom of the channel. We could see it blast off and get all the way up to the top. In either case, having high probability tools to prepare ourselves to take advantage of these moves is really what it's all about. And I hope that you've had an incredible week in markets. I look very much forward to sharing more insights with you on market direction and tools, strategies, and tactics that can help with your trading in the days to come. Have an incredible rest of your day, and thank you for watching.